welcome to the Sevareid house. Hello. We have and welcome to all the people in cyberspace. We have a great show tonight. A couple of great female singer-songwriters, and first person that's going to entertain you is Jillian Matundan. And Jillian, I met because she sent me an email. She came to a show here, and then Michael went to actually see her perform live, and he said, "This one's a winner. You got to get her." So we asked her to come open up for Rachael, who we'll bring up next. But I think you're really going to enjoy Jillian. She's got beautiful songs and a really beautiful, unique voice. So please give a warm welcome to Jillian.
Hi. I hope everybody's having a lovely Saturday so far. Is that all right? Well, I hope it continues. So again, I'm Jillian, as already said, and it's really great to be here and opening for Rachael, so thanks for coming. I'm in the process of recording a new album that should have been out, I don't know, some time ago, but it will be out this year. And so this is a song that's on it, and it was a song that I co-wrote with a friend of mine, another singer-songwriter from the area, Kathleen Huber, and this one's called All Right Tonight. So. Left, right, between, waves crash beneath, one back, one wall. First you think, then you try not to fall. Time slipped away, too long to wait. What could you say? Will you ever stay? Let loose the tide, let go of the night. Hi. No need to fight, it's right, it's right. It's all right tonight. Baby, it's all right with me. It's all right tonight. Stay here with me. Stay right here with me. Won't you stay with me tonight? One army green and neon orange ring, take as a sign, leave what was behind. Left, right, between, beta waves beneath, into this stream, it's arrived, it's mine. Let loose the tide, let go the night. No need to fight, it's right, it's right. It's all right tonight. Baby, it's all right with me. It's all right tonight. Stay here with me. Stay right here with me. Won't you stay with me tonight? Don't fight the pull when gravity draws in. We'll find the center this time. You know this can be right. You know you can't deny. We're right tonight. Ooh. Let loose the tide, let go the night. alright tonight. Pretend you're safe with me. Stay right here with me. Won't you be with me for a night? Ooh. Just for a night. So it's high allergy season in Northern Virginia, so I'm just gonna need this. As long as it doesn't go down the wrong pipe, which it just did. So anyway, so I'm originally from the snow place of Syracuse, New York. Does that mean you've been, or are you like? God bless you. I'm from Fayetteville. If you're not used to that kind of weather, then, you know, it's a real surprise. But I was recently, I don't know what time, like after the pandemic, who knows what's happened to time, but I was there September of this pandemic, and this song sort of just fell out. And so this is also going on the new album. This one's called Safe. Why did I wait so long? What keeps it far away? It's easy to hide when you're afraid. Peeking out from underneath the bed. Retreating so far inside my head. I've been a refugee from this place. If I dig deep, who would I face? When I look in the mirror, what do I see? Who is looking back at me? What makes you say? What makes you home? Where do you go when you struggle the most? I turn into you. I'm turning into you. I tried running away from myself. I did all I could to be someone else. I didn't take up too much space. Screaming filled that tiny place. What makes you say? What makes you home? Where do you go when you struggle the most? I turn into you. You turn into me. How much time did I waste while I tried erasing you? You hid in the darkness, waiting to come through. And when I think I've gone as far as I can go, you come back. She comes back. makes you safe, what makes you home. Where do you go when you struggle the most? I turned into you. I turned into me. Thanks. So does anybody in here still own a CD player? Oh, you seem like the type that might, so thank you. If you come to this show, you probably own one, which is what we love about you. I don't have many left, but there's some over there. I released this album in the middle of the pandemic because that was a great idea. So, you know, I still feel like I'm unleashing it upon the world. But it's over there, and there's a few copies of it. And if you need new coasters, you know, great gift. But this is the title song on the album, and it was some advice I was giving to a friend. You're a nice crowd. I want to be in tune. You say that you're stuck in this place. You say you can't see and you don't know the way. And you want to believe all the lies you tell yourself. You've got the answer, but keep asking for help. What do you need to know that you don't already feel? So what are you gonna do? And what are you gonna say? And what are you gonna think when it all goes away? And how will you feel when it's gone? Who are you helping by hanging on? Hanging on. Ooh. I wish you would breathe. I want you to know you deserve all you want. So learn to let go. You push so hard, you hope it all works out. Ignore all the signs, push away your doubt. If you just listen, you will hear what you already know. So what are you gonna do? And what are you gonna say? And what are you gonna think when it all goes away? And how will you feel when it's gone? Who are you helping by hanging on? You're waiting for someone else to make a move. You're hoping that you won't have to choose. So what will it take for you to see? All it takes is you to be free. So what are you gonna do? And what are you gonna say when it's all gone? I hope that you will stop hanging on, hanging on. Ooh. you. So, the thing with me is I've been a musician my whole life. I mean, from the time I was 3, and I decided at some point that I was going to have a career and do these things. I've had a lovely career, and I love the what I do, but I stopped playing music and writing my own music for about 15 years. So I only just started doing that again 4 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago, and so it's a dream to be able to play at a lovely place like this in front of all of you, so thank you very much. And I keep getting torn because, like, it's such a gorgeous view out there that I'm like, oh, no, there's people here. Oh, there's people here. So if you see me looking that way, don't worry, I'll come back. Just, anyway, so this one is the happiest song I wrote, so, you know, here you go. Don't let that bother you for the rest of the show. But, no, this one, I didn't feel like writing a chorus. And I say that because there's sort of a singy part in the middle that, you know, people join in on. Feel free to, it's fine, no worries. I like it better. I don't tell people what it is because I always like, people end up riffing on it and it's kind of fun. If you feel like it, go for it. If you don't, no worries. But it's pretty simple because it just goes doot, 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 doot. It's, yeah, I know. I was like, oh no, the integral, the structure of my song, the integrity of my song. It's fine, doot doots are great, everybody loves them. So this one's called Keeper. I was ready to walk away. Had no reason, no need to stay. You snuck through. There's something about you. Steady as a rock, you took my hand. Smoothed my wrinkles without demands. Now I see you're all I ever need. I was broken when you came my way. I was going through motions from day to day. I didn't think that I could find the one who would ease my mind, but you stayed and kept me anyway. Do-do-do, it do-do, do-do-do. Yeah, do-do-do-do-do-do. Thank you. You all sound great. Yeah! Let's see. You endure all that I am. I know I make too many plans, yes, it's true. So much I want to do. Almost. Right. It's okay. When I get in my own way. That's not it. Don't worry about it. It'll come back. We both give and make some space. Hey, we know that we're in the same place. We've come far. 'Cause home is where you are. When I get in my own way, you always know the right thing to say. I think we both know that we found the one we want to stick around, and hey, I'll keep you anyway. Here we go. Do do do, hey, do do do. I love it. Do do do, do 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 do. Oh, lovely. See, it's real easy to remember, right? I know you hate when I say it. I know that you don't play favorites, it's fine. 'Cause baby, you're mine, and we're fine. 'Cause baby, you're mine, and I'm fine. 'Cause baby, you're mine. Thanks for the assist. Oh. So I did not write this one, but it's going on the album. I was given permission to put it on my album. There was a writer who was from New York originally, moved to Virginia, sounds familiar, and his name was Paul Kors, and he died very suddenly at the age of 38. And I was introduced to his music from a friend. I've been in a couple of concerts that, in memoriam concerts for him. And this song just spoke to me, and I think that as all songwriters hope one day our music will live on beyond us. And so I'm really honored to play this and share it with people so they can hear his music too, and my version of it. So this one's called You Read My Mind, and it will go on the new album whenever that comes out. Cool. So this is Paul Kors. It was 10 a.m. when I hit the edge of town. If I drove any faster, I'd fly right off the ground. 'Cause every mile brings me closer to your touch, and every hour shows me time is not enough with you. You read my mind. Yeah, you read my mind. You read my mind. When it was time to leave, I didn't even say goodbye. 'Cause there's a part of me that's still afraid to cry. Now every mile takes me further from your grace, and now all I've got is this guitar to fill your place. 'Cause you read my mind. Yeah, you read my mind. You read my mind. The longer I lay here, the more that it seems that my reality is caught up with my dreams. There's gotta be someone up there looking out for me. 'Cause you read my mind. Yeah, you read my mind. You read my mind. Thank you. So, thank you, Janet, for having me. And I'm going to play one more song for you. And this was definitely going on the album. And it's called Frozen. It's not that one. It's not the Disney thing. Don't want to get sued. So... Yeah, it was the only song I've ever written from a prompt, and you know, being from Syracuse, I think I definitely know Frozen, and that's probably why I'm still wearing a sweater, because I somehow still think, you know, I only took the snow shovel out of my car after 10 years of living here yesterday, so, because you never know. But this one's called Frozen. It's been lovely to be here with all of you. Thank you so much, and And I hope to see you maybe at a show again. Hang on. Just went out of my head. Let's try that again. It's because I looked outside. Yeah. I see you through the cracks on your surface. The distance between dilutes the purpose. I don't know how we ended up this way. I don't know how to reach you when you hide away. But you say stay. It's been a long, cold winter with you here, right in front of me. You disappear. The ice came early in the fall, and now I'm waiting for the thaw. If it comes at all, you're frozen in, and I can't move, suspended in time. But you say stay, and stay right here. Why do I? You're frozen. You look me in the eye, but you don't see. I think you hear me when I talk, but you don't listen. The days grow longer, but I can't tell. I can't help you if you won't help yourself. It's just as well. You're frozen in, and I can't move, suspended in time. Where you say stay, and stay right here. Why am I'm frozen. You're frozen in, and I can't move, suspended in time. Will you say stay, and stay right here? Why should I? We're frozen. We're frozen. Thank you all very much.
There's a virtual tip jar in the comments. Thank you. Where was the chair? Where was the chair? Yeah, I think up close. Right, so the legs were, let's see, 1, 2, 3 back from the line. Oh yeah. DI stays muted.
I kept thinking that as well. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I saw her with three other women at Creative Call Search, that venue. They do both dramatic productions, plays and stuff, and then music. And she was there doing that. And then also like from Film Park. So you're not far from whatever the venue is out there. Right. Yeah. It's not so far. Well, this is sort of Janet does a really nice job. I mean, I met her when I was in Mexico when they were performing. It was amazing job of curating places to show. Nobody come in unless she heard them live, or in this case, right, maybe develop enough trust to check her out, let me know what you think.
So let's get her a water bottle.
About once a month in winter time. In winter she's in Mexico. Mexico's pretty cool. Yeah. So, and any other touring musicians, some of them coming from Canada. Wonderful singer-songwriter named unassuming will be coming in early September from Canada. said, you should give me a house concert. Right? You should do a house concert. This was another house. And so she said, okay. Because they, they're dear friends. And it sort of took off from there. And then she decided to buy this place. And this place split. Buy this place specifically in part so that she could do this because it was the beautiful, acoustically wonderful.
Like we drove our class.
It's easy to miss. So during COVID, it stopped in March. But then almost right away in June, I think it was, started doing it out in the backyard. People came masked. They put down little mini hula hoops in places to say, you can sit here and not sit too close to that person. Right. She's not a musician herself, but she's always loved music and hung around with musicians, goes to a variety of conferences to go to Kerrville and places like that, and sort of check out people and has a card and walks up to them and says, I like your sound. If you ever are in, would you like to play my house? If you ever in the DC area, take a Rick Rubin. Yeah, a little bit local based. And it's a big enough place that if people are coming from out of town, they can stay here. Cool, and we feed them when they come breakfast and then after the show. Yeah, sure. Full service. It's one of the bennies.
So if you guys all live
Some.
so the conferences are related to both
Well, it's everything from that to festivals to bring the venues. Everybody, we joke that so they're folk music conferences, and we joke that that's where everybody gets together. There's hundreds of dollars to be divvied up. That's where it's divvied up. But literally there are thousands. Some of the conferences there are 2,500 people at radio DJs and producers and
I'm supporting that. I'm still working. So they do some of those things.
I think they were every radio.
And that's her point. She's meet people and distribute the card around. I'll go at some point.
Is there a website for like when we travel?
Oh well, okay.
there's several sites. One called Rediscovered Music. And Undiscovered Music, you can put in there what state you want, and it'll tell you what shows that are available.
Where was it?
To go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to start our second half of the show here, and I'm really pleased to introduce Rachael Kilgour. I've been trying to get Rachael here since before the pandemic. It's been back and forth for a couple of years, but we finally got her out. Rachael is, for those in the know in folk circles, Rachael was a Kerrville winner, which is a pretty big deal, and very talented songwriter, and she has a new record that she just did, or is going to be coming out, about her dad, and who passed away, recently. So it's a very personal approach to songwriting, and beautiful voice, and I think you're really going to enjoy her. By the way, there is merchandise for sale. Jillian has some, as well as Rachael, in the hallway, so be sure to stop by, because this is one of the ways that they make a living, is to sell their music in various forms, and other tchotchkes that are over there. But so anyway, let me just introduce once again Rachael and give her a big hand. Thanks.
I get it.
Eyes, those are not very pretty. Yeah. Okay.
Rocking the fancy footwear.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I get even very special treatment. This is fake. You should have seen me in the airport. I was really milking it. They don't even check, actually, on Southwest. I just show up with some crutches and this walking cast. They don't ask for a doctor's note. I think I'm going to do it every time. I got a wheelchair ride straight to the plane door, and I got to go ahead of everybody else. It was great. Oh, let's have another hand for Jillian. That was so lovely. She does important work here on the stage, and also important work other places. In our little getting to know you sesh in the green room, I learned that she's involved with the labor movement, which was perfect timing, because I was just saying I have no clue how to start a set. I never know how to start a set. How do you introduce people to what you do? And she said that, and I thought, oh, I'll sing that song. There's a special little note there. You want to take care of that? Yeah, this is important. There once was a union maid who never was afraid of goons and gangs and company finks and deputy sheriffs who made the raid. She went to the union hall when a meeting it was called. She never got scared by the... What is it? Hold on. Shoot, there's so many words. When the company boys came round, she always stuck her ground. Though you can't scare me, I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union. No, you can't scare me. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union till the day I die. Well, this union maid was wise to the tricks of company spies. She never got fooled by a company stool. She'd always organize the guys. She always got her way. When she struck for higher pay, she'd show her card to the company guard, and this is what she'd say. No, you can't scare me. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union. I'm sticking to the union. No, you can't scare me. I'm sticking to the union. This is obviously a sing-along. No, you can't scare me. I'm sticking to the union. for weekends, where we can all just rest and not go to work. Ooh, this is a little hard. I realize I do it when I get into it. I like to use my right foot. I gotta figure out how to not tap that. Janet is right. I have a bunch of new songs that are coming out on a record this fall. I'll be putting out singles starting actually in just a couple weeks, Father's Day weekend. And I wrote them for my dad. My dad was a good hard worker. He was actually, that's like, if you were to ask me as a young person, who's your dad? I'd be like, I mean, he goes to work. I don't remember having a strong, like, I saw him at nighttime when we ate dinner together, and then I went to bed. But basically, he was just working all the time he was a self-employed contractor. So he did most of the work himself. He didn't build a huge company. It was mostly hands-on, doing small jobs for people and renovations and such. And he was really good at it, but he doubted himself a lot. And I think I've been thinking a lot since he ended up having dementia in the last years of his life, and it really pointed out to me how much he relied on that for a sense of purpose in his life. That he really defined himself by how well he performed his masculinity, I guess, in ways. He was physically strong, and did he earn enough of a living? Did he keep his family safe and provided for? Did he leave a legacy behind? Some things that might be common to many dads. But I think that made it especially hard when he lost some of his cognitive abilities and his physical abilities to be taken care of for the first time in his life. It was really scary for him. My dad worked hard from the time he was young to win the respect of his father and the love of his mom, and nobody had high hopes for the scrappy farm kid. But nobody loved a challenge like my old man did. So with his hands in his sweat, with a hammer and a cigarette, long hours in the hot sun, he built a foundation, late for dinner every night, sunburn and an appetite. In the end he made out all right, with 3 kids and a frugal wife. My dad worked hard, did yours work harder? Is that what his thriving investments prove? I'm not saying that he didn't earn the right to take it easy. I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure my dad did too. He got the job done right. No, you couldn't call him lazy. And he wouldn't overcharge you, not like the big names did. He'd build a house from the ground up, run the numbers in his head. He'd make enough to feed the family and make it home to tuck me into bed. And he never gave up till his body gave in and his mind grew thin. And you never can tell how time will treat you. She's a great deceiver. And now he's home every night. He's home every day too. He help getting out of his chair and can't remember how to tie his shoes. I've been looking for the safety net, the one that's supposed to catch him when we can't afford the care he needs, and he worked his whole goddamn life. My dad worked hard. Did yours work harder? Is that what a comfortable retirement proves? Now, I'm not saying that he didn't earn the right to take it easy. I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure my dad did too. This is my first show with a messed up foot. Do you want to know how I heard it? I'll tell the whole story. There I was, feeling sorry for myself. And I thought, you know what would make this summer feel better? Playing softball. I am not too old to play softball. 20 years ago, I was a very good softball player. I was a fast-pitch softball pitcher. And I thought, friends of mine are playing. I've been invited. They're all 15 years younger than me or so, but it is fine. Actually, it is great because I'm better than all. No, I'm just kidding. I can hold my own. I deserve to be on this team. And there I was up to bat. I had a great hit. I had at least a double, but then I took a look at the outfielder who had the ball, and I thought, that person cannot get me out at third. I can definitely outrun this throw. And so I rounded second, and I just went for it all the way to third. And then I thought, I should definitely slide because that would be safer. And then I thought, no, I think I might be too old to slide, and I'll probably get injured. And instead, what I did was I just rammed my foot onto third base, except for it wasn't my foot. It was more like the top of my foot instead of the bottom, and I heard a horrible crunch, and then I went to the doctors. Well, actually, first I fell over. I fell over, and the ump was like, "Okay, we're gonna need a runner here. Get her off the field." And I was like, "I can't get off this field." I don't think I'll ever walk again. Actually, I was in a lot of pain, and also just like thinking about my life and what a horrible decision I had just made. Anyway, I got off the field, and I had to get myself a piggyback ride out to the cars, get a ride to the hospital, and got x-rayed. It is not broken. That's the good news, the doctor said. But the bad news is it will hurt more and take longer to heal. So it's been real fun.
Were you safe?
Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you for asking the very important question. I definitely was safe. Yes. Anyway, first show with a cast on, trying not to. This is fun. My dad came from southern Ontario. He was a farm boy from southern Ontario, and I met my mom, and they carried out a little bit of a long distance relationship for a very short amount of time, and wrote one another letters back and forth. By the time I came along, I'm the baby of the family, and by the time I came along, I had a really hard time just like figuring out how they ended up together, looking for the traces of romance that were no longer around. Just like, so tell me about when you met. Tell me about your wedding day. Oh, your father. It was just a lot of that, and I was always really wanted to be part of some beautiful romantic story, and I think I was. I just wasn't there for it. Anyway, I wrote a song about it. On a piece of drafting paper, 18 by 24, just before the metric system moved its way across the north. A young man wrote a letter, wrote the longest letter ever to his girl back in the States, and that's how I was made. Well, she was bright and level-headed and quick to rail against the rules, and he was kind and playful, determined and true, and so they built a life together. 6 months and then forever in a church back in the States, and that's how I was made. This is love. This when can I see her? The rushing in blind, you're on my mind. This is love. They let the clock run a decade or two, and what do you have left but a sense of obligation and the memories of romance and the children outside playing, the mortgage that needs paying? Was it all a mistake? And that's how I was made. This is love. This sticking it out, the yearn to escape and the choosing to stay. This is love. Well, she'll ask if he ate, and she'll make him a plate, and he'll remember Valentine roses. Time takes two lovers and turns into family, familiar but no less devoted, to bend and never break. Yes, that's how I was made. This is love. This seeing it through. The asking for help and the bedside farewell. This is love. And this is love. This house is too quiet, and all the reminders of two lives intertwined. This is love.
What's that?
You saw for your foot, or you don't do
No, I think it's good that I don't put it on something.
that's where you're gonna stay. I'm gonna just
Yeah, do it.
parents' marriage is better than ever. It's true. In hindsight, absence makes the heart grow fonder. My mom has been exceptionally sweet in my dad's passing. I remember a lot of resentment between them, or like tolerance at the most, when I was growing up, and they were just different. And it's hard. It's hard to be together for a long time. It's hard to raise children, and my mother did love my father very much and took very good care of him through his last years. And she's having a second wind. She's just she's in her book clubs. She's going out to lunch. She's doing all the things she wishes that she could have done. And she's also just having a lot of really nice memories of my dad. And while he was around, I remember a lot of like, oh, you're just like your father, in like a negative way, Like, oh, you forgot your keys? You're just like your father. You're sad? You're just like your father. But these days, it's it's like, you remind me of your father when you do that, or oh, remember when Dad used to do this, and it's been kind of nice, that turnaround. I'm grateful for it. I realize that what we learn in childhood sets us up for a lifetime. I was married quite young, in my 20s, and then divorced. And the divorce came as a surprise to me, and it was really scary. And it was especially scary, I realize now, having looked back at my childhood, because my parents never did leave each other, despite unhappiness at times. And I thought when my ex-wife left me, I remember thinking, wow, I must really be a piece of shit. I must be the absolute worst if you could walk away from a person, because I had never seen it done. But in reality, sometimes you marry someone who had a very different upbringing. She was raised in a family with a mother who actually married many times, and it felt natural to her to move on and that be okay. And that's a nice way to get around to forgiveness, I guess. You're scared of getting stuck, scared to be alone. You're scared of your own history, and now you're scared of all my songs. But there's a beating in your chest, just like the one in mine. And I remember you smiling. I remember all the time. Oh, we'll still grow, not side by side, but on our own. I cannot say I trust you, and I don't want to be your friend, but I think I see your goodness again. Your love is unsurpassed. It burns bright and it burns fast. It's not the kind of love you can count on, but it's stunning while it lasts. You're driven by the impulse. It never lets you rest. And I know you didn't mean to hurt me. You just did what you do best. Oh, we'll still grow, not side by side, but on our own. I cannot say I trust you, and I don't want to be your friend, but I think I see your goodness again. Oh, sparkling I still think of you in the springtime when your favorite flowers bloom. When your favorite flowers bloom. You stepped out of the car for the rabbit in the road. You couldn't bear to watch him suffer, lying mangled in the snow, with your hands around his neck. You spared his misery. How swift you gave that rabbit what you couldn't give to me. Oh, we'll still grow, not side by side, but on our own. I cannot say I trust you, and I don't want to be your friend, but I think I see your goodness again.
I put a lot of songs on this upcoming Dad album that are just me working through my memories of him and trying to figure out how we're alike and how we're different, what I took from him. And this next one, I thought, I wondered what childhood it was that shaped my dad. And so I took all the little bits and pieces, all the stories he had told me, and tried my best. You're gonna give your mother a heart attack. It is funny, and it also made me lose the next line. Let's try it again. You're gonna give your mother a heart attack, climbing on the rafters of the barn like that. Get your feet on the ground, and chores done fast before the bus comes. Strong as an ox, stubborn as a mule, you're still smaller than most of the boys at school. The dinner bell rings, you'll eat your weight in food if they let you. At least that's how I imagine you, the kid version of the man that I once knew. Racing your bike down the tree-lined street and notching your belt for every tractor you beat. The dog at your side and the dirt in the heat of the afternoon sun. Dressed for church in your Sunday best and your holiest socks in honor of the blessed Savior. Neighbors, family, and friends gathered around you. But everyone's a sinner and everyone's a saint. Small town living where everybody knows your name. There goes Bobby with his eyes of blue, the kid version of the man that I once knew. And did you rule the rake when the temperature dropped like Bobby Holt taking a slap shot? Like Bobby Orr dancing on ice, your namesake's on your mind. That you were one of a kind, Bobby. Mind your little sister when mom cans the peaches. Swear it wasn't your fault when she screeches. Get outside and leave the kitchen in peace just for once. All the aunts and uncles around the It's weird to write a whole album about one person. I mean, we contain multitudes. I wrote a lot of songs that were hard to write, hard for my family to hear, and I'm sure would have been very hard for my dad to hear. And every time I play that song, I think, Dad would have loved this. In the studio, I was crying, honestly, through like most of the songs, and then I got to this one, I was like, this one's gonna be fun, and then there was a big cry. There's a big cry just strictly because I knew my dad would be like, oh, this is fun. She just said Bobby Orr. It's cute. When I was married in my 20s, I got the chance to be a step-parent. I raised my stepdaughter from 5 to 13. I lived with her then, and these days she's 22 years old, which is a whole grown-up, and doing well. She's followed in her mother's footsteps and is a very, very talented hairdresser. She really, really has always been drawn to beauty and the ways that we can kind of like use ourselves as canvases. As a young person, it scared the shit out of me. I was really terrified that it was just like, well, there goes your self-esteem. There goes your body image. Why don't you just keep watching those YouTube makeup tutorials? Let it destroy your mind. I fought hard and did not win. And now there she is, very successful and loving her job. So I'm proud of her. But she also has a little bit of me in her, and she's making music with her friend that she's been. They were in a little band that's starting at age 8, and now in their early 20s, they're still making music together. And tonight have a music video release event. They had a friend make this beautiful music video with she's in school for fashion design, so she like did this very elaborate outfits, and anyway, they're having a whole event tonight that I'm missing, and I'm very proud of her, so I will sing a song for her instead. I can't keep you from the world. The world is closing in, and I can't teach you to become the things I wish I could have been. You can't make the time go faster, and I can't slow it down at all. I can't make you learn your lesson each time you trip and fall. But I will be right behind, cheering you on all the time, all the time. When you were small, I had the answers, and you believed without a doubt. And now you're never satisfied until you try it for yourself. You're pushing for your freedom, and you're pulling back in fear. Well, it's a mess, but it's a beautiful thing, my dear. And I will be right behind, cheering you on all the time. 'Cause I know you can take it. I believe that you will make it on your own somehow. Maybe not right now, but I can see you're almost ready. Do you think you're ready, Freddie? Say it right out loud. You're gonna make me proud. Where'd you learn to be so brave
how'd you grow to be so tall? The way you know exactly what you want and how to win it all. You're trying on your conscience and you make a few mistakes, but oh, hurts can be forgiven if you look them in the face. And I will be right behind, cheering you on all the time, 'cause I know you can take it. I believe that you will make it on your own somehow. Maybe not right now, but I can see you're almost ready. Do you think you're ready, Freddie? Say it right out loud. You're gonna make me proud. Say it right out loud. You're gonna make me proud.
Thank you. There's just like a lot of muscle movement, like muscle memory involved in performing and like being at a microphone. It's very funny to have. I feel very off balance. Yes, hurrah, hurrah for the kid. I wrote that for her when she's 13. She didn't like it. Spent a long time hating it, in fact. Why do you keep singing that song? I'm not a baby. Of course not. Of course she is not. But I remember being that age. Or I remember the like transition that came just a little bit before that age when, you know, you go from being a kid that's like, obviously I'm going to be a very successful ballerina / neurosurgeon / astronaut and world class, like I'm a children's book illustrator. I'm very good at that. Everyone's telling me that I'm cute and good at everything, so I probably could do whatever I wanted, right? Remember that stage in childhood where you're like, here I am, this is what I want to wear, this looks cool. And then one day you wake up and you look in the mirror and you're like, this is what we're working with? Yeah, I remember, just like taking stock of myself in a new way, comparing myself to other people for the first time and feeling like, well, this will never do. I mean, it could be workable if I just had like different, I don't know, a different nose and a different, you know how you like make like these agreements with yourself that like I would be acceptable as a human if, and then like all of specifically the physical attributes that you would change in order to make yourself good enough, but also, you know, personality and all. It's a rough time, and it's very hard to like watch it happening to a kid. Like, oh man, I just can't protect you from this. My dad died, and I mean, I've been working on it since then. It's not like it's just hit me finally in my late 30s that I should work on it. But yeah, when my dad died, I found myself looking at all these quirks that I had and how they came from him, and I did not love him any less for his funny ways.
My arms are too long for my body, and my hands are too big for my arms. But my dead partman, part orangutan, hugged me close, and he kept me from harm. So I waste my time wishing that I too thin for my family. How they laugh at my sensitive ways. Whether I'm happy or sad, I cry just like my dad. That I'm proud to let it be named. I may be soft, but I am not ashamed. And isn't it brave to take what you've been given, the parts you kept hidden, the traits you denied, to find a strength in what looked like a weakness? Take your old family secrets and wear them with pride. So if your cheeks burn red when you're nervous, if your hair curls tight in the heat, no, we all came from someplace. You've got your great-grandmother's face, and walk the earth with your ancestors' steady feet. And isn't it brave to take what you've been given, the parts you kept hidden, the traits you denied, to find a strength in what looked like a weakness? Take your old family secrets and wear them with pride.
What? All's well. Just a throbbing in the foot. No, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you. Should do this song or not do this song? This one's we're gonna go for it. It's a little heavy on the dad songs considering I don't have a CD for you yet, but I'll be back in the fall and then you can get it, okay? Mental note. I do have a couple records with me tonight, and I'm playing you songs off of that. But if you hear a song about my dad, just know it is not in CD form. You can ask if you want, but I will tell you no. And I'll direct you to my mailing list, which is how you can find out about when it comes out. But obviously they are most present on my mind, these songs, so I'm going to sing them. I'm going to do another one here about this road trip used to take. My dad, like I said, was from southern Ontario. My mom is from northern Minnesota, where I was raised. And once or twice a year, we would take the trip over. And my parents didn't believe in flying. My parents didn't believe in spending money at all. So we would drive and never, ever stay in a hotel. We would just drive all the way straight through the Great Lakes to Grandma and Grandpa's house. And it was a lot. It was a lot of time together. It was a lot of car sickness. It was a lot of fights, I don't know, amongst the siblings, and but I really, really loved it. I actually got along with my family there, my cousins, quite a lot, and it always felt like I felt very like exotic, you know, coming home with my like fake Canadian accent and just like did I misspelled color? So sorry. That's how we do it in Canada. Like coming home from school and purposefully like misspelling everything in my spelling everything the Canadian way in all of my book reports when I came home. What I did over Christmas vacation. Anyway, I really loved it, but family's complicated, and it took me a while to figure that out. It's a really lighthearted album as a whole.
makes me car sick. Make sure that your sister's got a bucket. It'll be a long drive to your father's side of the border. Superior, Lake Michigan, and Erie. And then you will pilgrimage to prove our place in the family. Stop at the Big Boy in Marquette. Can I get a root beer? Are we there yet? Send a postcard from Christmas at the truck stop in St. Ignace before we cross the Mackinac and on through to the green tobacco fields of southern Ontario. Do you still love my father, Ontario? Could you love a trader's daughter? Bowling 5-pin at the alley on the corner. Grab a donut from Tim Hortons. Get my accent back in order. Grandma's elderberry pie and Grandpa's yard sale finds, and by leaving time I'm Canadian again. But Dad, do you ever get homesick? And how come they never visit? And when you're working so hard, are you just trying to forget? Are you just trying to forget? Ontario, do you still love my father, Ontario? Could you love a trader's daughter? Driving through the night when I was older, it was my turn at the wheel, but Dad said move on over, getting back. So I sat and thought about how easily he falls asleep when he's reading, watching TV. Is it safe to shut my eyes? Oh God. The car rolled once, the car rolled twice, the car rolled, the glass broke before I heard the sirens cry. I was sure that I had died. Riding in the backseat makes me nervous. Love, don't bring it up, it isn't worth it. You gotta bury it deep, 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 like your dad does. Bury it deep, bury
want to yell out a time for me at what time it, or how approximately? Oh, we're doing a good. Okay, all right. How do we feel about like 2 more songs? Sounds good. Okay, good, great, perfect. Here's yet another song that's unrecorded, but the fact is, it's not going to be. I wrote this during the pandemic, and while all of my friends were getting busy on the internet releasing singles, I just hunkered down. I wrote this one singular song, and I love it, but then I also didn't ever record it, and now it's a little weird, you know? Like the moment has passed. It's still relevant. It's still relevant as we all experience that, and it's relevant to what's going on today. But it's this wonderful thing that gets to exist exclusively in a live setting. So get your listening ears on. Disaster strikes, and I am merely mortal once again. Nothing more, nothing less than a friend, than a lover, aren't I? Some kind of mother, and I am not in control. I never was, but even so. So lay down your weapons, your conveniences. Abandon all your plans. There's no going back to the way things used to be, but that's alright with me. Let it all come crashing down. It wasn't working anyhow. We could build something new from the rubble of the old. We are capable of more than we've been told. But for a moment, weren't we equal, standing on the shaky ground? It felt like money turned to paper, and all the kings had lost their crowns, and the whole world stood still, singing from their windowsills. But it was brief, a great delusion. There are mountains in between, the royals hiding in their palace, the middle classes cushioning, and the ones begging our groceries, working subway cars and factories, where their jobs at stake and the rent is late and the daycare shut its doors. So let it all come crashing down. It wasn't working anyhow. We could build something new from the rubble of the old. We are capable of more than we've been told. Ooh. Oh. Who will prosper and who will fail? Have you noticed a pattern we've learned so well? It hides in plain sight, like some
say a prayer, bake some bread, and tuck the children into bed, and thank the Lord for your good fortune, and then get to work instead. Total world where every human gets to thank the good Lord too.
This one. Really feel like changing it up. Let's see if it's in tune with this other capo. Then we'll know the answer. In the meantime, thank you all so much for coming tonight, and for just like maintaining this community of people that come hear songs, because we need more of that. Thank you so much to Janet for hosting. Close enough. Yes, thanks to everyone who helps put this on. There's like a live streaming happening, thanks to the people who are watching online. And thank you to everyone who helped get me in and out of places. Thanks to those folks at the airport with the wheelchairs. None of it would be possible without every single one of you. Okay, just for fun, here's another dad song. It's relevant. I'm at a weird transitional point in my life, and there's all different kinds of them, aren't there? But I'm leaving my home in Duluth, Minnesota, leaving a relationship, leaving a house I had worked very hard to build. And I wrote this song when my dad left, and left behind those things too. It's an ending and a beginning. Tending muscle bone when I'm alone. Sometimes I'll add up all the parts that made you whole, the flesh and cartilage, and all I know is if we go to worms or go to flames, it's all the same. It's just an end and a beginning. No one's lost and no one's winning. So light the funeral pyre. Heart literally on fire. Close your eyes, love. Say goodbye, love. Let it burn. And now you sit upon a shelf inside a box, inside a house that you once built with wood and plaster, framing nails and window glass. And I'm sure Mom will dust you off from time to time and try her best not to think too hard about the ending. And the heat
temple turned to ashes. Mortal, return to earth. Someday we'll sell the house, we'll move Mom out, and someone new will chop the wood and clean the gutters, run the dehumidifier, and a body's like a home. It's just a vessel overgrown with all the love that you put in it. Without borders, love's infinite. So light the funeral pyre, heart literally on fire. Close your eyes, love, and say goodbye, love. Let it burn, and smoke rise like memories linger with me, but let it burn.
Thank you all so much. I'm very happy to be here. And if you'd like to know about my dad songs, I'm just going to say it one more time. There's a mailing list for the dad songs and other records where you can enjoy all the songs I didn't play for you tonight. Have a good one.